I love your shirt.
I feel a bit underdressed now.
Oh, your shirt is amazing. I got to take a picture of that.
It's really funny because your dress kind of looks like the Oscar dress that I wore 2 years ago.
Oh, does it? Cool. Maybe it is. Maybe I stole it.
Yeah, maybe you did. I'm going to check in my room when I come home to see if it's still there. I thought it was really impressive that what you did was you look like you're in a lot of pain. Mm-hmm. And I would like to know, like, what were you thinking when you were trying to portray that?
You know, it was such a physical challenge. When we started the movie, it was a long makeup every day because we'd have to paint on the cuts and the bruises. And by week 2, I actually had all those cuts and bruises because it was such a physical movie. So faking the pain was not so fake anymore.
And you know what? The location, I love it, and it looks really amazing on screen. Mm-hmm. And I was reading the production notes last night, and I saw you guys shot this in Australia, right?
Lord Howe Island.
When we interviewed your husband a couple months ago, he mentioned the fact that it was a lot of flying back and forth for him to, you know, see each other all the time. And I was in Sydney 4 days ago, and so it was a 15-hour flight going back to LA. So I don't know how you guys do it, but
we never work at the same time. You know, we both give up movies that we love so that we can stay together as a family. But sometimes there's a press day that you have to do, or in something with editing that you have to do. So he was in the thick of editing Deadpool while I was shooting this in Australia, so he had to come back. But he loves being with his family. He's great about it. So he would leave for 15 hours and come right back. Yeah. It was crazy.
And I guess it's all worth it, because this was also something that I was going to ask you about, just being a mother. It changes you. This is a movie about survival, but what my mom always says, it's like once you have a child, that's when that instinct really becomes stronger.
Exactly.
So can you talk a little bit about that?
Well, it's even like, there are things that you do, like if I was walking with my husband late at night and I see a shadowy figure coming towards us and it's dark, I would normally go on the other side of him, just to, it's your instinct to try to have your protector protect you. Yeah. But, if we're walking with a stroller, I don't know where we're walking with strollers with shadowy figures, but just to give you, the emotional parallel, now I go and I stand in front and go towards the figure. It's just like it's very primal, that mama bear thing that happens.
And this is obviously something we don't want to think about. Well, what if you were in a situation like this and you had to deliver a message to your loved ones? Mm-hmm. What would you say?
Nothing that I'd say here, because I just can't imagine. I can't imagine how hard that would be to deliver that message. But something that was really important to me that I tried to get behind is, you think, like, as it was originally written, it was incredibly emotional and a little bit self-pitying. And I always connected with that moment from Life is Beautiful, where he was going off to be killed and he shielded his child from that pain. He tried to put on a brave face. Yeah. Because as much pain as you're feeling, you never want them to know, you want them to feel okay. Mm-hmm. And so to deliver a message to your family where you're trying to be encouraging so that they're not left with that last image was something that was important to us to capture in this film. And that's the most painful, emotional part of it, I think. Mm-hmm.